It's time for your activated mornings. This morning, you're listening to the voice of Ari. Every single day, Christal does get to me, and I can't even introduce you. Every single day, she does get to me. Good morning, Christal. Good morning to everyone getting ready this morning.
Good
Everybody,
morning.
you ready?
Good morning, Ari. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the rest of the region and the rest of the world. Good morning to all the listeners at home, at abroad, and outside of this world. Welcome to Activated Mornings. Now, the number to call or WhatsApp to get interactive, 457-9997. Ari, I think I'll tell you why I laughed after. Just remind me. Let me write it
No,
down.
tell me no.
No.
Okay, let me see what you're
You
writing.
sure? Tell Ari why I laughed. Why I laughed.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'll do that. We're live on Facebook and YouTube with WEFM 99 SVG, right? So this segment here, we don't have a lot of time. We got 14 more minutes, 13 more minutes. So just it's almost like a tip and go.
Tip and go.
The events, the things that happened, transpired over the weekend. Now, first and foremost, I think we have to make an announcement. So from today, we are introducing a new segment.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I forgot.
At the end of the shift at 9:20, give me the exact time, 9:20? 9:20. Whatever you want to talk about, you let us know in that segment. Now, it only allows us 20 minutes, right? So we could like squeeze in two. One ideal, but two perhaps. So if you want to get in first, I would suggest you sending the message like all now, sir. So we could say, okay, this is what we're dealing with at 9:20. It's like any other business segment, right? Okay, it's not called any other business, by the way. Now, things that transpired over the weekend. I read a story where about 4 gentlemen. This is unfortunate, by the way. 4 men went into the home of a woman who lives with her sons and daughter-in-law in Stubbs. I read it on ENN.
Yeah, so did I.
I thought it was a Netflix series I was reading about. What was troubling to me about it was okay. So sometimes you hear of robberies with like 2 people. I cannot recall hearing of a robbery with like whole 4 of them, like a bandwagon, like a whole gang, go to rob one place. I hope they find the culprits because the story also says that there were a number of robberies in that area for some time and no one has been arrested as yet. So that's one. I think we could go on the road right now. Thank God that we had no road fatalities over the weekend, although one of the accidents that we saw, the one that happened in Kingstown, right at the Milton Kitty Memorial Hospital there, the vehicle is still there this morning. Well, when I passed, it was still there. A little red car.
Little wet Swift.
It was a Swift?
Look like
I
a
don't
Swift.
know.
Ah, damn you. It looked like a
Or
Swift.
one
Let
of
me
those
double check the
cars.
pictures.
One of those cars. It's still there under the container. Boy, the occupants of that vehicle in the hospital last
They're
story we
lucky,
read.
they're blessed.
You gotta give thanks to God seriously because the way that looks, whew,
They're not
I would
lucky,
have
they're
been
blessed.
shaking.
They're
if
not
I had
lucky,
gotten
they're
into-
oh no, it's
It's
yeah.
right now. I don't even think they care. They're happy to be alive right about now because that's a crazy accident right there.
Yep.
Container just pack up there for I don't know. Anyways, you see, talking out thing. You see why it is important one to drive carefully on the
Yep.
roads. I don't know what happened.
Yep.
I read something. Anyways, I'll leave that there because it's unofficial. But you see why parking up those containers on the side of the road is very dangerous.
Listen, there was one on Camden Park stretch there that was there for at least a month. That thing used to scare me, you know.
Yeah.
Because you really and truly can't see what's coming down properly, so you don't have to pull off. But if you pull towards it, you don't know how far out it is and if it can hit your vehicle.
You see why?
You need to
You
do
see
better.
why?
than this. You need to do better.
But
than
anyways, they put up some signs down there, so that should not be a problem in Camden Park anymore. So, matter fixed. Oh boy. Speaking of accidents again, minibus carrying passengers, students. We learned that there were 9 students. We talked about it on Friday, right? There were 9 students that were hospitalized between the ages of 5 and 16. You hear the ages? Between the ages of 5 and 16. 9 students. Whole 9 students were injured. And what is interesting is the van that overturned, the person who was driving the van is not the owner of the van. If I were the owner of the van, oh boy, would I have been upset. Would I have been upset? And you find that happens quite often. When it's not your van, you don't really care. Anyways, speaking of vans and drivers, I would really love to know what happened that led up to the point where two van drivers that have passengers in the vehicle will just come out. Well, one came out, scuffle up, pull out the other one out of the vehicle in the middle of the road, holding up traffic till female police officer had to come on the scene and try to record and what's not. And then the person behind recorded her recording. And
Christal, one could say that one driver left the other one. Shock.
it's so funny, you know. It's so funny. Okay, so a little
Okay.
backstory, right? The van that you could see facing the camera
Mhm.
is called Shock. Yo, I had so many captions. I was like, I can't say that I'm shocked that these two van drivers are scuffling in the middle of the road.
The first initial slap caused the shock.
Here's another one. How shocking. Yo, I need tissue. Water coming out my eye. No, but I'm serious. I can't say that I'm shocked. It's not shocking at all because we've had at Peacemore, we've had fights at high school bus stop, we've had fights in areas that they were never recorded.
We had fights at Massey, Stony Ground.
Let me not say Massey. Let me say Stony Ground bus stop. Okay?
And I guess the
brand out
conductor
of
had
it.
wet up the driver. Get it? Wet it up. Hey,
Wait, that was another one too.
yes,
That was a very recent one.
that was a video. That was no allegation. That was a video. We saw it going around. It was a video.
What happened? Was it that they were racing and somebody beat somebody and the ego just fly out the van?
Oh, they face in opposite directions. I wonder what happened. I wonder if
yeah,
one
that's
drive
true.
too close to the other and they probably had issues before.
But okay. So there is no other profession that you would hear or see unless it's two drunk people on a Friday evening and they don't know themselves and they get in a scuffle. But you cannot think of another profession where the people are fighting all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Let me take this time to big up Colin in New York, Kaylin in the UK, and Doppy, sorry, and the staff over at Tussie's this morning who locked it.
Doppy has to send me like a bottle of water for fixing it.
We call it moringa. Moringa. I want a moringa.
Moringa.
Where's moringa?
Moringa is either a dance.
It's a dance. Moringa. You're right. It's a dance.
Spanish dance.
Yeah.
Please don't try it. Please don't try it. Embarrassing
you
me
need
this
to
morning.
You need to live.
You're living, but you're embarrassing me when you're doing it. What is this? What is this?
But yes,
there's the
Independence Parade.
Drivers.
Independence Parade to remain at 8 a.m. despite heat wave. I know this is a topic Releaser feels passionate about the Independence Parade. Remember, they were thinking about changing the time because of the heat.
To when?
In the afternoon,
7
I think 4
p.m.
4
Oh.
4 or 5.
Let me say good morning to Colin Richards. We could take a quick call in this segment. 1 minute max. Hello, good morning. You got 1 minute, right?
Just 1 minute. You don't need a 40 minutes.
Yeah, 1 minute because this is a very short segment.
I heard that, but I didn't realize it's just 1 minute. Anyhow, hey, you guys talking. Thanks for all the good news and all the bad news, however you want to categorize them, because I hear you all like, it's like a kick thing. But
gotta keep in good spirits.
Yeah, I hear that. It ain't a surprise to me. That's what you must hear. You see nothing yet. The Western Vincent has deteriorated, declined. And that's why I love to stress and emphasize all of this. You ain't seen nothing yet more than this, worse than this is to come. But let me just say, Brett, I hear big announcement for you tonight, Christal. I expect to see the nicest clothing or whatever nice London. Understand you have made the Prime Minister's Advisory Council. I am just hoping this is not an election gimmick. because if you follow the trend of how things go on in St. Vincent Rending, I think it's an act of desperation to call out all these names and so on. So, in the same breath, I am just hoping this is not just another farcical something. I'm hoping to see real progress or real substance in this grand occasion this evening. All right, I'm gone.
All right,
you.
thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thanks.
You take care. I'll
Congrats again, though, Christal. I think I'll
thank
be there
you.
tonight to cheer you on, rooting for
Aw,
you.
Thank you. Rooting and branching for me too.
That was boring.
Tree. It was not.
I heard crickets. There are crickets in the studio.
The crickets were on the branch.
On a positive note,
This guy out to
good
push.
morning, Casey DeFreitas, the new president of JCI West Indies. Well, vice president, sorry.
Because
The
he's
new
president
vice
here.
president. Yeah, he's president here, I think, and vice president.
Scroll. Let me see his face. Nice. What's
Yeah.
wrong with his neck?
I don't know.
What do you think? Maybe a JCI thing?
Probably because of some dates on it and names. So
Oh.
probably.
Oh.
But
okay.
congrats this morning, Casey DeFreitas. Moving on to
nice.
the live.
Good morning to Anne.
Buenos dias, Valentine.
What a shock to see this going on. Buenos dias. Is it Jorge? That's how you pronounce George in Spanish? I don't know.
It should be Jorge, but
Jorge.
that's spelled George.
But he said Buenos dias, so you gotta speak Spanish.
Okay. Buenos dias, Jorge from Puerto Rico.
Close enough. Good morning to Brian. Says he's watching from Brooklyn, New York, and is also watching from Brooklyn, New York. So we got 3 more minutes. All right. Ian also has a story about some priest being picked up and assisting police for sexual offense. See that?
Yeah.
Rape.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. But here's one.
It's a woman.
Here's one. Here's one that I don't know if you saw the water spout over the weekend, but it was quite fascinating to watch the video. Would have been more fascinating to see it live. But hey, if you didn't see it, it's on our Facebook and Instagram.
When I saw that, I was like, what on earth? And then someone from Becca was telling me, oh, the fishermen say that's a sign of good luck. If that's a sign of good luck, that's the good luck I want from a distance. I do not want to be out. I do not want to be out at sea and see a sea tornado. That is crazy.
What a spout. It's just water.
Yeah, it's always just water.
Stick your finger in it.
You know what sank the Titanic? Also, it was just water. It was just filling the boat.
I think it was something more than that sunk Titanic.
Well, it did hit something, but what filled the boat? Water. It was just water.
It can't fill up with gravel.
It was just water. It was just water that killed all those people. It was just water.
Everybody didn't die.
Anyways, good morning to everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
We got one more. We got one more. It's 7:29. 7:29.
But I just want to remind everybody that we'll be back again at 8.
8 o'clock.
So they can come back at 8 to listen to the in-depth discussions we have about
things that are happening across the world. Now, this
and
one
in the
here,
region.
in
Sorry,
the region.
go ahead.
It's true. It's in the region too.
And remind me why you laugh.
I don't have the time with you. The last thing is Prime Minister said yesterday on issues at hand, his reason for not going to Canada all these years.
He said the reason?
Visa. Yeah, he said it. You don't believe him?
I don't.
We get a recording. He said visa.
I don't have a comment.
You don't have a comment?
Mm-mm.
Oh well, we don't have time for the comment anyways. It's 7:30.
It's 7:30 now, so we had a break and come back to. I need to stop saying that. We need.
Well, look at you.
We need to keep ourselves
thinking out loud.
We need to
thinking out loud.
We need to keep ourselves employed by paying these bills. So coming back in time for traffic talk at 7:35, and then at 7:45 we have Cian Marshall, and then we'll be back again with our commentary at 8:05.
You don't plan to come back?
Join us again. Join us again at 8:05. This